Audio 1 2. Audio 1 2. Audio 1 2. Playoff volleyball is here in Kirk Hall as Munzing Media Sports presents Central Maine Mustangs Volleyball. It's the Mustangs and the Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences Panthers from the Dave Gagne Court in Auburn, Maine. With executive producer Mr. Rob Munzing, our cameraman today, Chris Needaway, I'm Patrick Dexler, and we're excited to bring you YSCC Playoff Women's Volleyball, the 3-6 seed quarterfinal matchup with the winner punching their ticket to the YSCC Women's Volleyball Final Four next Saturday in Concord, New Hampshire. The Mustangs have gotten the better of the Panthers so far this season twice in straight sets. One back here in Auburn on September 22nd, a 3-0 win for the Mustangs. And the following week on the 29th in Albany, New York, a 3-0 win for the Mustangs. And they come into with a record of 9-5, 9-3 in the YSCC. They're 10th in the latest coaches poll for the USCAA that was released on Wednesday. The Panthers with a record of 3-9, all conference games. 3-9.
Say that again here.
We'll send it to Caleb Lamb.
There we go. Good morning and welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for today's YSCC quarterfinal volleyball matchup between the number 3 Mustangs and the number 6 ACPH Panthers. Now introducing the starting lineup for Albany College. Number 5, V. Kamani. Number 8, Morgan Richards. Number 10, Morgan Bulkey. Number 13, Abigail Kievit. Number 14, Ella Tangora. Number 24, Catherine Braun. And the libero, number 26, Kirsten B. Vienai. And now the starting lineup for your Central Maine Mustangs. An outside hitter from Cherryfield, Maine, number 3, Autumn Peterson. A middle blocker from Anniston, Alabama, number 5, Isabella Higgins. An outside hitter from Biddeford, Maine, number 8, Natalie Roy. A setter from Osoyoos, British Columbia, number 12, Shalimar Zarka. An opposite hitter from Clearwater, Florida, number 14, Riley Clark. An outside hitter and middle blocker from Hermiston, Oregon, number 21, Jackie Bardashek. And a libero from Boise, Idaho, number 99, Kalia Stiff. The Mustangs are coached by Rachel Collins and Kevin Bean. We now ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Lineups have been announced and exchanged. Coaches, players. I think everybody's ready today. We will bring you YSCC Playoff Volleyball. Mustangs won the coin toss. They will elect to serve first.
Welcome in, fans of both teams. Here to this one, as Patrick told you, the Mustangs victorious earlier in the season.
And we'll get set. Shalimar Zarka. And let's do it here in Auburn. Panthers will send it back over as the Mustangs set. Autumn Peterson sends that over. Mustangs strike first in the first. And the serve will land over. That's corralled as the Panthers send it back stiff. As Zarka will set it. Peterson sends it back over. As the Panthers with a fine touch. Morgan Bulkey ties it at 1. Panthers will serve. Morgan Richards. Stith will gather that up. Zarka sets the touch by Isabella Higgins. As the Panthers send it over, Mustangs will regather. Peterson blocked by 2 in front. As now Higgins sends it over. Panthers will send it long off of Ella Tangora, and the Mustangs have a 2-1 lead. Autumn Peterson will serve. Serve just makes it over the net off of Tangora. The Mustangs now up 3-1. Sent right back over, 2 in front. For the Mustangs, Riley Clark and Isabella Higgins make it 4-1 for the Mustangs.
Well, seeing it's off the serve here. Just a little tap back over.
Third hit over by Bulkey was strong and off of Clark. And the Panthers will get the serve down 2.
So actually, I just ran that replay, Patrick. We had trouble with replay yesterday. Looks like we have it figured out here today, so I wanted to run it all through so we know we could use it.
Stith, Zarka sets the slam by Higgins into the net, and it's 4-3. Panthers making the 5.5-hour drive this morning.
Ooh, wow. I hope there was plenty of hot chocolate and donuts.
Clark with the touch in front of the net.
Yeah, Riley with a good play.
So it's now 5-3.
Welcome to all the fans watching. We know we got a robust group of Mustang fans, and welcome into all the Panther fans as well.
Serve by Higgins goes long. And it's a 1-point game.
You have to factor in the long ride that they had. But they're coming out here okay, 5-4. Down by 1.
Morgan Bolke will serve. The serve will be gathered up by Clark, sent right back over. Panthers set. Bolke. That's gathered up by Cyril and Shepard as Clark with the hit, dug out by Kirsten Buenviai, the Panthers libero.
Yeah, good return right here by Clark. Going to see it right here. Right down low, not able to be dug out. 6-4 now.
Olivia Harmon serves. That's gathered up. Bolke with the hit. Is now Harmon to Stith. In front of the net, the fine touch. And it will be sent just inside the line. And it is 6-5. Panthers staying with the Mustangs here in the first. As Harmon gathers, Zarka sends it over. And in front of the net, that's blocked by Barticek. The Panthers can't get it back over.
Almost.
And it's 7-5. Peterson checks back in for Cyril and Shepard as Natalie Roy will serve. Gathered up. Morgan Richards sends it back over. Now Harmon keeps it in. Zarka with the hit. Off the net. And the Mustangs will take a 3-point lead. Gathered up. As Richards sends it long. Mustangs have their biggest lead of the day so far.
And with the serve here, the Mustangs can put a run together.
Roy sends that over. Bolke gathers, but sends it too far for a set, and it's 10-5. Sent right back over and out of bounds.
Just a touch long.
10-6. Abby Kievich with the touch off of Peterson, and it's 10-7. And Rob, I think we have a first time here today. V. Kamani from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, which by my calculations is about 4,000 miles from here.
Slightly longer than the trip that Albany had to make this morning. They had a long one. Wow.
Panthers still serving down 2. Stith, Harmon in front of the net, gets it over. Panthers counter as Zarka sets. Barticek with the touch as Braun to Kievich gets it over. Harmon will set. Barticek with the slam.
Look at that one.
Jackie Barticek in front of the net.
Perfect set for as well for Jackie.
Leah Stith serves up 3. That's dug out. Stith to Higgins as Bolke to Braun. Back to Bolke. It's Harmon, Higgins. And that will land. 12-8.
Nice little touch set there by the Mustangs.
Stith sends it over. It'll be gathered. Harmon back to Higgins, and that lands just inside the line.
Perfect placement.
Mustangs now back up to their biggest lead at 5, 13-8 here in the first. Stith with the serve, sent right back over. Harmon will set Higgins off a Panther. And the touch goes into the net off of Kievit. And it's 14-8. Stith just sends it over off of Buenvialle. And it's 15-8. And the Panthers will call a timeout.
Want to let everybody know that we'll be providing coverage of the championship game for, wait a minute, switch the shot there, the camera was moving. The championship women's soccer game and semifinal game Saturday, November 2nd, Sunday, November 3rd. The semifinal game 1 at 12, semifinal game 2 at 3. Championship game on Sunday, November 3rd at 11 a.m. So we'll have those 3 games for you. Championship weekend, Caleb Lamb will be on the call for those ones here for Munzing Media and the YSCC network, where you'll be able to find those games as we'll broadcast out to the league network. We'll be coordinating with Jeff Schools on that, and that's where the games will be going. So they won't be, for you soccer fans, they won't be on the normal Munzing Media, Central Maine Mustangs YouTube page or anything else like that. The league provides coverage for those games.
Kalia Stith will serve up 7. There's gathered up Braun in front of the net. The touch by Kievit off of Zarka, then Harmon back to Zarka. Buenvialle to Braun to Bulky. Dug out by Roy. Harmon in front of the net. She crossed the line. And the point's going to go to the Panthers. They will serve down 6, Catherine Braun. Roy to Harmon to Zarko at the touch. Off of 2 Panthers in front, Richards and Kievit. And it's 16-9. Riley Clark checks in for Olivia Harmon. Zarka serves. Bulky to Braun, back to Bulky. Zarka sets the touch by Clark.
Boy. That was nice. Clarky, what a beauty. Watch it right here. So many times we say fire and rain, finesse and power. And there's the finesse move right there by Clark.
Zarka sends that one into the net, and it's 17-10.
Lost the scoreboard.
As Clark digs that out, Zarka back to Clark, sends that long, and it's now a 6-point deficit for the Panthers. As Morgan Richards will serve. That serve off of Peterson, and the Panthers have started a little rally. Richards will serve. Peterson into the net. And the Mustang lead down to 4. Richards, as Roy sets that up to Stith. Clark in front, sends it just out of bounds. And it's 17-14. Served by Richards into the net. Mustangs will get the serve back now, up 4.
Could try to eliminate those unforced turnovers, Patrick. You mentioned that a lot.
Autumn Peterson sends that over as Braun. Mustangs set, and they will send that just into the corner.
Bombs away. That's a beautiful set. Oh, that's the touch play. I'm sorry. Had the wrong replay up there.
Peterson sends that serve long. That's now 19-15. Serve, Roy. Zarka sets. Higgins off of Braun. And the Mustangs now up 5 here in the late stages of the first.
Just too hot to handle on that one.
Zandela Higgins serving. Just send that. Richards sends it high up. Braun. Third hit by Tangora gets over. There's now Higgins to Zarka, just over the net. Bulky to Braun. As Zarka sets, Roy off Bulky in front, and it's 21-15. Served by Higgins into the back part of the court. Bulky, as Shepard gathers that up. Zarka, Roy with the touch. Bulky right back. Now Clark off a Panther, Kimani, as Braun sends it over. Clark, now Zarka, Bartachek with the slam. Mustangs up 7.
Jackie gets set up here nicely. Great timing on it, great height. Fantastic finish.
The serve by Higgins, sent way over the line. Morgan Bulky will serve. Shepard. Zarka, the touch by Clark. Kimani sends it right back over. Stith to Clark. Bulky, now Braun sets back to Bulky. Shepard, now Zarka to Roy. Dug out by Richards. Zarka, Clark sends it over the line, and it's a 5-point game here in the first. Stith, Zarka in front of the net. Bartachek off of Buenvialle as Bulky gets it over. Zarka, Clark, just inside the line.
Another clock touch play.
Mustangs are 2 points away. Harmon checks in for Clark, and Harmon will serve. Harmon off of Richards, almost into the basket. And it's game point.
Well, I didn't mean to stay with that shot from the far camera, but it was perfect to see the ball almost go into the basket, Patrick. That would have been something. We might have had ourselves an ESPN highlight.
I was going to say, do we get 2 points?
Yeah.
Game point here as Harmon serves. That's dug out, almost sent back over.
Good save.
Now Stith, Harmon sets, Barticek with the touch. That's gathered up, Braun, Bulky with the left-handed touch, Zarka, Harmon, back to Zarka. Bulky, now Braun sets. The hit by Tangora goes long, and the Mustangs will squeak by with a 25-17 set win here in the first. Here in this YSCC quarterfinal matchup.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
Actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm gonna be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Back here at Kirk Hall, Mustangs with a 1-0 lead. A 25-17 set win in the first here in the YSCC quarterfinal. They're the 3 seed taking on the 6 seed Albany College Pharmacy and Health Sciences Panthers. The winner will punch their ticket to Concord, New Hampshire for next Saturday. As the Mustangs will likely take on, we'll wait confirmation, but they will likely take on the number 2 seed Paul Smith's College Bobcats. The number 1 seed in the tournament being the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves. Lineups being checked by the officials. Panthers will get the serve to start. Catherine Braun will start things here in the second. As the serve lands. Panthers strike first and quite quick. serve lands in the net. And just as quick as the Panthers take a lead, we're all tied up. The serve by Autumn Peterson, sent right back over, the touch by Roy. As Bulkey gets that over Peterson, Zarka, the set to Roy, the touch. Gathered up by Braun and out of bounds. Mustangs with their first lead of the second set. And the serve by Peterson just over the net. Cannot be gathered, and it's 3-1. Peterson sends that just to the left of the line, and it's a 1-point game. As Morgan Richards will serve. Gathered up by Roy. Zarko with the touch in the front of the net, but an illegal hit. Gives the Panthers the point and a tie game. Served by Richards, gathered up by Stith. Zarka to Roy. Braun gathers Bulkey. The hit by Tangora out of bounds. And the Mustangs retake the lead. Isabella Higgins will serve.
Doing a little work to indicate the 1-0 games for Central Maine. Made the names a little bigger so you can see it better, folks.
Tangora gets that over. Zarka Clark gathered up by Braun, right back over. Barticek with the touch. Hit the top of the net, but didn't head to the right side, and we are all tied yet again. Panthers with the serve. Tied at 4 here in the second. Stith. Zarka. Barticek and Roy in front, but that landed as the Panthers now with a 5-4 lead. Serve lands in the net, and it has been a back and forth affair here in the second. As Olivia Harmon will check in and serve. Serve off of Richards, and the Mustangs retake the lead. Harmon will send that. Richards gathers to Braun. Kamani gets it over. Barticek. Harmon. Zarko with the slam. Sent right back over. As Harmon to Roy. Braun. Bulkey in front. Kamani. Gathered up by Shepard to Harmon. Just in front. As Stith will get it over. Now Braun to Tangora, and it lands. We are tied again.
Do over. We got a flat tire out there to get the pit crew in to change it up.
The serve lands in the net. The Mustangs now up 7-6. As Peterson will check in for Shepard. Serving is Natalie Roy. Dug out. Braun sets. Tangora. Roy and Stith collide. It goes backwards. And we are all tied.
Almost surprising that doesn't happen more often, that you get kids colliding out there. But they do a great job of knowing where they're supposed to be and avoiding contact with each other. Nice dig.
Dug out by Stith. Shepard. Roy can't get it over. And the Panthers take a lead. It's a serve. Roy. Harmon. The slam by Bartachek.
Jackie special right here again. Watch it. Great elevation on that. Great power.
We are tied at 8. As Kalia Stith will serve. Bulky as Richards gets it over Stith. Harmon sets. And the slam by Isabella Higgins lands inside the line.
Just then, you'll see it here on the replay. Good call.
The Mustangs now up 1. Stith gets it over. Braun. Kimani. Now Stith. Harmon to Zarka. As Braun will set. Bulky with the left-handed slam into the net. And the Mustangs have their biggest lead of the set, now up 2. Panthers set. Kimani into the net. And it's now a 3-point game. Stith sends that serve into the netting. Panthers will get the serve back down 2.
Well, this might be a first, Patrick. Sean Clark reporting that Riley's grandparents are watching on a cruise ship. Might be a first. That's great. We love it.
A serve by Kamani, gathered up by Stith. Zarka to Peterson. Kamani. Now Braun to Bulky as Stith gathers that. Harmon, the touch by Isabella Higgins. Gives the Mustangs the serve back, now up 3. We're checking a couple boxes off today so far.
I know, huh? It's fantastic.
Zarka sends that serve into the net. And it's back to a 2-point Mustang lead. Serving is Catherine Braun.
If you're just joining us, Mustangs won the first game.
25-17. Clark with the slam. It'll be gathered up, sent right back over on top of the net. Roy.
Gotta go.
Zarka.
Nice.
Gathered up. The set by Braun. Bulky with the left-handed touch as Zarka sets Higgins into the net. And it's now a 1-point game. Braun with the serve. Peterson. Zarka back to Peterson, but that is long.
Almost out of the gym.
We are tied. You take the lead. No, you take the lead. No, you take the lead.
Back and forth we go. Where we'll stop, nobody knows.
Zarka sets. Higgins gets it over. Panthers will counter. Zarka in front, the touch by Higgins. Panthers able to send it back over. Now Higgins sends it to the back part of the court as Braun to Richards out of bounds, and the Mustangs will retake the lead. 13-12 here in the second. Autumn Peterson will serve. That is gathered up by Bulkey to Braun, back to Bulkey. And the touch by Clark, it's right back over Roy. Zarka sets, back to Roy, and she lands it. Natalie Roy off the top of the net. Sends it right into the corner. Mustangs now have a 2-point lead here in the second. Peterson with an ace off of the Panthers libero Buenviae. And the Panthers will call a timeout. I think we'll call a timeout. We'll be back here after this.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Back here in Auburn, Mustangs up 3. Here in the second set, they took the first set 25-17. They'll look to build on some momentum and try to go on a run here to finish off the second set, potentially. They have faced the Panthers twice so far this season. September 22nd here in Auburn was a 3-set win for the Mustangs, 25-13, 25-20, 25-14. The following week in Albany, as Peterson serves and sends that long. Following week in Albany was 25-13, 25-22, 25-11. As the Mustangs so far in the season have won all 6 sets over the Panthers. Make that 7, including today. As that is off of Shepard. And the Panthers make it a 1-point game. Morgan Richards will serve. That fastball comes in stiff. As Shepard now to Roy. As now Braun sets Tangora. That's dug out by Shepard. Zarka, the touch by Natalie Roy, off of 2 Panthers in front. And the Mustangs back up to a 2-point lead.
Seeing the beautiful touch here again by Roy. Watch it elevate. Plop.
The serve by Higgins into the net. We are back to a 1-point set here. The serve goes over, stiff. Zarka, now Bartachek with the touch, gathered up by Braun. Bulkey sends it back over. Bartachek gets it over as Bulkey will set it. The third hit by Tangora. Stiff, Bartachek gets it over. Dug out. Braun sets. Bulkey with the left-handed touch. As Stith to Zarka to Roy with the slam. That goes long. And I'm going to run out of time just saying it. We are tied. Natalie Roy gathers that. Zarka to Bartachek. Richards to Braun to Bulkey. Zarka, Stith, Clark into the net, and the Panthers take a lead here as we head to the late stages of the second. Roy will gather that. Zarka Bartacek. Braun. Richards. Kamani gets it over and it lands. Panthers looking to play spoiler as the Mustangs will call a timeout. We'll be back here after this.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Here, the Panthers, Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, they're up 2 here in the second. And they are serving. Roy will gather that up. Zarka back to Roy. As Kamani sends that over. Stith to Clark. Almost sent back over, but into the net. And it is a 1-point game. Mustangs will serve. As Olivia Harmon checks in to serve. Harmon gets that over. Bulky to Braun, back to Bulky. Off of Stith. And the Panthers take a 2-point lead. Served by Bulky. Shepard, Stith, Zarka. As Braun in front, Kimani lands that. Panthers now up 3. Serve from Bulky, gathered up by Roy. Bartacek and Harmon together. As Bulky to Braun to Kamani. The slam into the net. And the Mustangs will serve down 2. As Roy serves. That is dug out. Braun racing over. Bulky gets it over. Zarka Bartacek with a bomb off the top of the net. Mustangs now down 1. Roy serves. Bulky to Braun, back to Bulky. Zarka Bartacek with the fine touch. We are tied. The Panthers will use their second timeout of the set.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust their fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Back here at Kirk Hall, Mustangs Panthers tied at 20 here in the second set. Natalie Roy will serve. Mustangs are up 1-0 overall. Bulky to Richards to Braun as Barticek gathers. Harmon to Peterson with the touch. Kimani lands that in the middle. And the Panthers up 21-20. Served by Tangora. Gathered up by Peterson. The touch by Peterson lands. Back and forth we go, as you said, Rob. 21 all.
Well, this might be one of those games that extends past 25. Could win by 2.
Stith serves. Gathered up by Tangora. Braun, the third hit, gets over. The slam by Peterson into the net. The serve by Kimani gets over. Braun in front of the net. Kievit. And now Peterson with the slam off of Tangora. And we are, do I dare say it, tied.
Good luck with returning this one. Peterson's going to get into one right here. The elevation, the power. Making the return on the downward plane makes all the difference in the world.
Served by Zarka. Bulky to Braun. And the Mustangs take a lead late. 23-22. Alexis Orsino checks in for Tangora. Zarka gets that over, gathered up. Richards as Roy, Zarka in front. Higgins sent right back over. Zarka, Higgins with the touch, gathered up by Braun. And Braun will send it over as Roy to Zarka. Peterson in front. And the Panthers will get the serve. Catherine Braun. As Stith. Zarka. Clark with the touch. Lands on the wrong side of the net, and the Panthers have set point. Braun gets that over, gathered up by Roy. Zarka now in front. Higgins with the slam. 24 all. Autumn Peterson will serve. It's gathered up by Tangora. Braun as the Kievit will send it out of bounds. And now it is set point for the Mustangs. Peterson is gathered up Bulky gets it over. Peterson and out of bounds. And we are tied at 25. The proverbial overtime in the second set. Morgan Richards will serve. Stith sends it right back over as Braun. Now Bulky, Tangora, Roy gathers, Zarka sets, back to Roy, blocked by Bulky in front, and the Panthers have set point. Richards will send that. And it's gonna land. The Panthers in the second set take it 27-25, and we are tied at 1. We'll take a break here in Auburn.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division.
In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Back here in Auburn, the Dave Gagne Court in Kirk Hall. Mustangs Panthers YSCC Women's Volleyball Quarterfinal, the 3-6 matchup. We are tied at 1. Mustangs taking the first set 25-17. Panthers forcing a long second set, a 27-25 win. And that is the difference so far. Mustangs will start with the serve, Shalimar Zarka. As the third set underway. Bulky gathers that up. Kievit back to Bulky as Stith. Zarka sets. The touch by Peterson gathered up by Braun. Bulky sends that over, dug out by Stith. Peterson able to get it back over as Braun. Kievit in front, blocked by Higgins. Zarka sets. Peterson blocked by two Panthers. The Mustangs will gather, get it over. Kievit lands it out of bounds. And the Mustangs take an early 1-0 lead.
What a point that was.
Both teams battling. I think you can tell it's playoffs.
Yes. A little extra get up and go. Of course, the Panthers had to get up and go very early this morning, Patrick.
Zarka sends that into the net, and it is 1-1. Best of 5.
And they'll head back tonight, so they'll have classes tomorrow. What a long day that is. There'll be some sleeping on the bus.
Potentially some homework. Zarka sets. Higgins dug out, sent right back over. As Kievit, Richards, too many hits as the Mustangs take the lead. Peterson gets it over, sent right back by Tangora. Stith, Zarka, Roy blocked by Bulky, out of bounds, and the Mustangs now up 2.
Well, Mustangs just have to put that second game behind them, and looks like they've done that as they've gone out 3-1. A little better tempo here.
Peterson gathered up by Tangora. Braun, Bulky, Stith, Peterson, Roy. As Richards to Braun. Tangora gets it over. Zarka, Stith, Clark with the touch. Gathered up by Richards, and it's going to land.
Well, Riley just has so many ways that she can return. You know, we've seen the power, the fire, the finesse. Right there. Well done.
Up 3. Panthers trying to gather. They can't. And the Mustangs with their biggest lead of the set now, 5-1.
We're not on automatic scoreboard today, so sometimes when I'm doing a replay, it takes me time to get back set up for
Peterson served off of the libero Buenviai, and it's now 6-1.
Yeah, this can be a message game too, Patrick. Tied 1-1. You win this one in dominant fashion like they did the first game, you know, and you put in maybe a seed of doubt back in Albany.
Served by Peterson, not gathered up by Richards. And the Mustangs in full gallop mode, 7-1.
Yeah, we've seen Autumn go on runs here too, so you know, she's the one you want serving right here.
Kimani gets that back over. Peterson just in front of the net off of Zarka and Higgins, and it's now 7-2. Sarah Lynn Shepard checks in for Autumn Peterson. Panthers will serve down 5. Roy will gather that. Zarka the set in front. Higgins out of bounds. Just outside the line.
Yeah, good call right in front of us. We saw it clearly.
However, there was a reversal.
Oh, wait
Mustangs get the point, 8-2.
Uh-oh. Was an overruling, is that what it was? Really? Okay. Well, the officials are the determining factor in that. They can overrule.
A serve by Stith off of Bulky, and it's now 9-2.
Well, good start here in the third game by the Mustangs, Patrick. Look a little bit more in control, don't they? 9-2 with the serve.
And Stith with the serve. Bulky gathers. Braun. Tangora gets it over. Zarka to Stith to Clark with the fine touch. Bit of a change up. the Mustangs an 8-point lead.
Change up, well put. Gonna see the set.
Just enough speed on it.
Got it home.
Stith gathered up in the backcourt. Bulky, now Tangora gets it over. Stith. Zarka sets. Roy with the punch off of Kimani, and it's 11-2. Stith will get it over and get an ace. Mustangs looking to run away with this one. Mustangs serving up 10.
Seeing a little bit of the crowd in the bleachers here from that shot.
Braun sets. Bulky. Stith. Shepard. Barticek gets it over. Panthers will counter. Bulky with the touch. Gathered up by Barticek. Zarka sets for Clark. The slam is dug out. Now Shepard in the backcourt. As Stith gets it over. Braun sets. Kamani gathered up by Shepard, but it will not land over the net, instead going under the net, and it's 12-3. Bulky will serve as Roy will send the fine touch, blocked by two Panthers. Kamani gets it over. Shepard, Zarka, Clark. Bulky, now Kamani over. And Stith, Zarka in front with the touch. Point goes to the Panthers on an illegal hit. 12-4. Served by Bulky. As that's off of Shepard, and it's now 12-5. Roy gathers that. Shepard. Stith gets it over. There's Braun. Tangora. Barticek to Zarka to Roy. Sent right back over by Bulky as Zarka will set up Barticek off of Tangora, and it's 13-5.
Yeah, Jackie having another dominant game, isn't she, Patrick?
Rounding into playoff form.
Well, you want to be playing your best when you hit in the playoffs. Chance for a run here with the serve. We'll see what they do.
Harmon serves off of Buenviai. And it's a 9-point lead. Harmon, that's gathered up. Braun, Bulky, Shepard, Harmon, Zarka, Braun, now Tangora, Shepard in the backcourt. Harmon sets. Barticek with the fine touch.
Jackie, you're so fine. What a touch.
Point going to the Mustangs. They'll get an ace. Off a hit out of bounds. Olivia Harmon serving up 11. It's gathered up. Braun, Bulky, Harmon, Zarka, Roy, Tangora, Shepard, Harmon, Roy, sends it. Natalie Roy able to land it.
I've got a plan for next year. What I'm going to have is like a little flag. And when I'm doing a replay, I'm going to wave the flag and tell, hey, the server, hey, wait a minute, I've got a replay to finish. It's really hard to fit the replays in here, and we're glad we can. And I stayed last night. We had trouble with the replay at the hockey game, so I stayed and got it figured out a little bit here. And great win last night for the women, and we've got some of the highlights. I just realized, you know what? I think I can show you a couple of highlights of this game here, Patrick. Let's take a look at, see what we got cooking here.
Including Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. She's a soccer goalkeeper in the fall, but she is a forward for the new Mustangs women's hockey team. That is Emma Knowles, and she had a 5.9, 3 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah, that was one of the strangest goals that we saw last night, but the one behind the net. Yeah, Emma was fantastic on the ice as she is on the pitch. Take a look at another one right here.
Riley Spugnardi out in front, able to beat the dog.
Hey, this is a good thing. I just thought of this, Patrick, because I didn't go to the break, and I thought, hey, I wonder if I can show you the hockey highlights from last night. They're still in the system. So isn't that cool? Made my day. I was having a bad day because things weren't working.
Well, that and you have a play-by-play announcer who's got a photogenic memory, so.
Right.
I can remember exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's good. You could do the call, yeah. Yeah, so we'll take a look at some of those more hockey highlights, Patrick, and I'll have you up to look at it. And we'll be able to show the folks at home some of the highlights from last night's game. I like this. I bet Coach Gagne likes it if he's watching, too. He's thinking, hey, that's pretty slick.
Mustangs serving.
Coach likes new stuff.
Mustangs serving up 12. Olivia Harmon gets it over. Bulky will set. Tangora. So that's gathered up by Stith. Harmon will set. Back to Stith. So that's dug out. Bulky to Tangora into the net. And the Mustangs with their biggest lead of the day.
Yeah, you need short memories. I say that a lot about athletes. You got to put things behind you and move on. I learned as a coach a long time ago, if you start talking about all the stuff that went wrong in the past, you'll never get to the future.
Orsino gets it over the net, but out of bounds. And the Mustangs looking to run away and hide here in the third.
Yeah, as a coach, you really need to be in fast-forward mode. You can't live in the past as a coach. Got to get on with it.
Bulky Momoa gets that over. The slam by Zarka too long, and it's 19-6.
So the women's hockey team off to a 2-0 start, making great history on the way.
Tangora gets the serve over. Harmon, Zarka with the touch off of Bulky. Tangora back to Bulky. As Barticek, Harmon, Barticek gets it over. A set. Bulky with the left-handed finish. As Stith gets it over. It's gathered up. Orsino gets it over. Shepard, Harmon, Barticek with the touch in front.
Oh boy.
Off of Momoa. And it's 20-6. Mustangs recently celebrating, along with being part of Central Maine Community College, the 60th anniversary of the school, and they had a 60 student athletes recognized, and that's out of bounds. One of the student athletes recognized was Angelina Leonard, and we will go back to that story of she had 25 straight serves.
Yeah, that's right. I remember we did that game. That was awesome. Angelina, wasn't she something, that kid?
Natalie Roy lands that one, and it's 22-6. But she had 25 straight serves to give the Mustangs a shutout set win.
Well, that would set a record nationally because that's all you can do, right? Nice play.
Rebound goes into the net, now out of bounds, and the Mustangs 2 points away from taking a 2-1 lead.
So we would be right to say she set a national record with that, Patrick.
I'm sure tied with several others.
Yeah, tied with many, but she's in the record book.
As that is off of Orsino, and the Mustangs have set point. That's almost the equivalent of a Major League Baseball perfect game.
Yeah, right. 27 outs, 27 up, 27 down.
Baseball immortality. Orsino, Bulky gets it over. Stith, Harmon, Zarka watches that land in front of her, and it's 24-7.
Kids having fun with that point.
I got it. You get it. That serve off of Roy and give the Panthers an ace.
Good serve.
Off of Stith, back-to-back aces. It's now a 15-point game. Kamani, gathered by Peterson. Harmon, Bartachek, almost backwards. Orsino in front, Bartachek. Harmon gathers it, Peterson. That's over, Bartachek with the slam. And it's gonna land out of bounds, and the Mustangs run away with the third, 25-9. They take a 2-1 lead. They're one set away from punching their ticket to Concord.
We'll stay right with it here, and I'll update the scoreboard. And
Mustangs in the last coaches poll released Wednesday, they're 10th. Third of the YSCC teams, which coincides with the playoff seedings, behind Paul Smith's College and Southern Maine Community College. Southern Maine ranked third in the coaches poll, and they'll look to punch their ticket to the national tournament next weekend, but they will definitely have some competition with the Bobcats and the Mustangs. So that will be a terrific 4-team tournament down in Concord next Saturday. That will be streamed on the YSCC Sports Network.
so I can't make it go to fourth, but the games are 2-1, so disregard that third there. Let's take a look at some more of the hockey highlights, Patrick, from last night here. I'm going to test you to see how well you can get things out. So here we go.
That in front, that's off of Tatum line. As Fiona Landry playing
Good looking save there. So Hunt had a good game in goal last night as well for the Mustangs.
She stopped 27 of 29 shots. Black Bears with a 2-on-1. Landry playing the puck.
And this was early on when she had to be good. There's no score right here. Keeps the game scoreless. So showing you some of the highlights from Hunt and goal here for the Mustangs last night. Let's find a goal to show you.
There wasn't a goal until 14 minutes in.
I think we showed you this one already.
Spagnardi out front, off of Gerard. And Kylie Spagnardi had 2 last night.
Let's see if we can get a Emma Knowles play here, Patrick. Let's see what we can pull out of the war chest here.
Side of the right circle, she snapped that one home. That's when the Mustangs were just running away with it in the second. They looked like they were literally on fire as they bought it 4. Like 6-1-3.
So this is the strange goal we showed you earlier. Off 2 players came up and over, and it's funny because Greg Lynn and Caleb Lamb were talking about the Michigan goal. You know, where you come in, you put it on your stick, and you come down in from the back, you put it back in. They had just talked about that, and that wasn't what happened, but it was a goal that came out when the puck deflected off 2 players from behind the net, hit the goalie in the back of the shoulder and fell in. Nothing she could do there at all.
It even caught us off guard down in the penalty box. Hunter Merrithew running the scoreboard last night with me, and just we had no idea. I didn't even play the goal horn until about 10 seconds in.
Well, nobody knew. It was really funny. So glad we could show you some of those highlights. Making history, first home win. They had their first ever win with an overtime goal by Kylie Boardman, the Gardner High School graduate.
I think there were 2 people that knew at the time. Referee Brian Little and referee Jean Rochefort.
Yep.
Panthers will serve. Catherine Braun gets it over. Riley Clark with a slam, but out of bounds. The Panthers strike first here in the 4th.
Yeah, it says third. Ignore that.
Served by Braun, gathered up by Stith. Zarka, Clark, Braun, Bulky. Tangora can't get it over.
Want to thank Chris Needaway doing our camera here today. Boy, the kids have really come through. Jack last night, Jack Rochier did hockey last night. Abdul's been working for us.
The serve by Peterson off of Buenviai. And the Mustangs up 2-1.
Well, Mustangs looking to punch a ticket. They'll hoping to get into the semifinals.
Peterson into the net. We are tied.
Well, we'll be spending a lot of time in the cozy confines. This will be our final volleyball match, but we'll have basketball battle shaping up here shortly.
Roy gets that over, and that's going to land.
Next weekend.
Sunday, 3 p.m., Mustangs men's basketball takes on the Roxbury Community College Tigers. Roxbury, part of the NJCAA Division III Region 21. Kalia Stith sends that over. Tangora sends it back. Clark just sends it over. Tangora can't get it back. Mustangs up 4-2.
Need to apologize for Patrick for my grouchy behavior. I'll share with you what happened, Patrick. Wait till you hear what happened. It's unbelievable.
Kalia Stith sends that out of bounds.
So I have an electric vehicle, right? We were charging it last night up the street, up by the State House in Augusta. So it's all charged. My wife goes up and gets the vehicle. I'll finish after this point.
Roy gathers the serve. Zarka, Roy with the hit. Braun, Bulky, Tangora with the touch, immediately blocked by Barticek. Now the Mustangs have to gather. Roy with the slam. Gathered up. Bulky with the touch.
Ooh, nice.
Roy digs that out.
What a point.
Zarka, Barticek almost sent back over. And the Mustangs now up 2.
So the vehicle's charged. She went up and got it. She's got the keys. That's the key. Her car's in the garage, so I drop her at my granddaughter's soccer play day today and take off down here to Central Maine Community College. Pull in. Plenty of time. Hold that thought. Plenty of time to get everything set up.
Olivia Harmon serves. Richards in the backcourt. Tangora now. Bulky gets it over. Stith. Harmon in front. Barticek with the slam.
I go to turn the car off. Gives me a message. No remote found. So it won't turn the car off. She's got the keys.
She's 45 minutes away.
Well, this has never happened before. I'll tell you what happens next.
Harmon. Braun. Bulky lands that, and it's 6-4.
So I call her. I said, Beth, do you still have the keys? She goes, oh, my God, yes. So I'm down here. She's got the keys. the car had turned on. When we switched, you know, I dropped it. We never turned the car off.
Serve dug out by Zarka. Harmon in front. Back to Zarka. And off of Richards. It's 7-4.
We got people at the edge of their seats just waiting for the end of the story. I know at home. So here's what. So the car is smarter than we are. It says to us, you know what? You don't have keys. I don't think you want to turn me off. So it won't allow you to turn the car off if there's no keys, because then you're stuck.
I didn't think you could drive it away without the
Well,
remote in it.
You would think so.
The serve by Roy goes into the net.
But you can. So here's the deal. My car's right out back here where I park, and it's running. I had to leave it on.
So it's still running as we speak?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's an electric vehicle. There's no exhaust or anything.
Yeah. The slam by Bardacek goes long, and it is 7-6. See,
I showed up here in an agitated mood to start with. I'm going, oh, my God, what am I going to do? But it's going to be okay. I've got a full charge on that overnight, so it'll run forever.
The serve off of Bardacek.
Nice comeback here
to dig that out, and
by
we
the
are
Panthers.
tied. See, I have the same remote as you do, Rob, and I didn't think I could actually take off without it.
Electric vehicles, I think, are a little bit different. Yeah.
Peterson to Harmon. Back to Peterson with the slam.
Bingo, bango, bongo right there.
Autumn Peterson gives the Mustangs the 8-7 lead.
Mustangs needed this to get back in the lead and went to the powerful Autumn Peterson. She slammed one home.
Bardacek with the serve out of bounds, and once again, we are tied.
This looks like the second game we had here where it went back and forth and ended up being past the 25 limit. Was it 27-25? 25, yeah.
For the Panthers. They are facing elimination. Higgins gets that over. Peterson, bulky. Richards, now Braun, just past Natalie Roy. And the Panthers take a 9-8 lead. And I think they know they're facing elimination.
Well, they bounced back well here in this game. You know, down 2-1, it would have been an easy thing to say, okay, well.
Zarka, Peterson sends it long. The Panthers now with a 2-point lead. And Mustangs co-head coach Rachel Collins says timeout.
Hey, let's take a look at some more of those hockey highlights from last night. This is fun. Let's see about where we are. So the score here is 2-0. Mustangs.
Point. Sent back in, scramble in front. I believe that is Kylie Spugnardi that winds up putting it in to give the Mustangs the 3-0 lead.
I think this is going to be the fourth goal here.
In front, shot through the 5-hole. I believe that was Emma Knowles.
Emma was our player of the game, and she set a historic mark as well, because Emma's able to claim that she's been player of the game in 2 sports. I don't think we've had anybody else do that.
I was thinking about that last night, Rob.
There's a shot from distance there that into a screen that found the net.
The only other person I could think of was Sarah Poli.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Sarah played basketball as well as softball. Well, she'd be the only potential one, right? And
that was the only name that popped in my head.
And Sarah certainly would have been probably got a. I'm not sure we were doing play of the game back when. Were we?
That is a good question as well. 21-22, a stiff to Harmon to Higgins, and that lands. Mustangs will serve now down 2. As Riley Clark checks in, Shalimar Zarko will serve. Have to dig into the Munzing Media Central Maine Community College history books a little bit. Zarka, that's dug out, sent over. The touch by Higgins lands. Mustangs doing it any which way they can. Now down 1. Bulky will gather that. Braun sends it over. Zarka, Stith, Peterson. Gathered up, Braun. Bulky with the slam. Roy, Clark.
Good save.
Higgins, Bulky, Braun. Back to Bulky. Peterson, Zarka. Peterson off of Bulky. Sent back over. Zarka sets, the slam by Peterson lands. We are tied. Even Mustangs athletic director Dave Gagne had to get out of the way of that one.
And Dave's not as quick as he was last year. None of us are at our age.
Tied at 11. Bulky gathers that up. Braun, Richards into the net. And the Mustangs take the lead.
Put up the scoreboard after this replay. Nice job, nice timing. We're up to date.
Served by Zarka, Bulky, Orsino. Braun gets it over, Zarka sets, Peterson off of Kiev, it in front.
Autumn having a nice game here. She and Jackie quite a pair up front. Here's Coach Gagne sitting right there with all his friends.
Zarka with the touch. Shalimar Zarka with an EFIS serve.
They're all looking at her, and she's smiling back, going, I don't know. Don't ask me to do that again.
Panthers will call timeout.
Wow. Let's go into the huddle here and see. We got our floor camera working downstairs. Assistant Athletic Director Caleb Lamb working on that end of things. Got a wireless camera roaming, so that's really a nice addition. We'll be adding our full complement of cameras for the winter season here. We lock them in for basketball, where we're down here all the time between not only the Mustangs, but also for the UMA Moose. They're playing quite a few games down here this year, Patrick. Getting a good look in the huddle.
Mustangs up 3 here in the 4th. They're up 2-1 overall. And they're looking to finish this set off. And that will give them a week, a little under a week, to prepare for the Final Four in Concord, campus of NHTI.
And the winner of that one, automatic bid, as the Mustangs got last year.
Zarka with the serve, off of Orsino. Mustangs now up for the USCAA National Volleyball Tournament on the campus of Penn State Fayette. About a 10.5-hour drive from here.
If you missed the opening, we'll have the men's soccer league championship here the first week of November, Saturday, Sunday.
Braun gets it over. Roy, Zarka sent back over. Stith. Peterson with the touch. Gathered up. Braun now Kievit. Higgins gets it over. Braun sets. Orsino sends it back. Peterson with the slam, but out of bounds. And it's 15-12. Roy Zarka sets. The touch by Higgins in front of the net, but she made contact with the net.
Yeah, I knew it right away.
It's down to a 2-point Mustang lead. Braun serves. Gathered up by Peterson. Zarka. The slam by Higgins gathered up. Richards sends that long. And the Mustangs take a 3-point lead. They'll get the serve.
Women's soccer has been relocated to Word of Life, the championship for the YSCC.
Bulky, Braun with the touch. Higgins. Zarka sets. Natalie Roy. As Braun. Now Bulky. Richards sends it long.
Our women, I think it was last weekend, played out at Word of Life. I watched a little bit of that or clips from it or something. They have a beautiful setup out there. It looked like a Division I setup. Wow.
That serve off of Orsino and out of bounds. Mustangs now with a 5-point lead. They're 7 points away.
Yeah, Autumn with a deep, hard serve there. Impossible to return. She's got great power in that.
That serve dug out as Braun to Richards. Peterson, Zarka, the slam by Higgins off of Kievit in front, and Richards, and the Mustangs looking to take charge.
Little run here. Autumn wants to keep these serves in play.
And that serve's going to land in the net. 19-14.
Shouldn't have said anything wrong. They call that, what, the announcer's curse, Patrick? When
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curse, jinx.
I don't believe it at all, but some people.
Morgan Richards will serve. I will have to find out, but I believe there has to be a relation between Morgan and Brett Richards, who was a terrific player for the Panthers men's basketball team.
Oh, yes. I remember him.
Higgins will send it back off of a Panther, and the Mustangs now up to a 6-point lead.
One of those kids that can play any style game, as I remember. He always played taller than he was. He's one of those guys that had great instincts off the boards.
He had a 20-20 game against the Mustangs. 20 points, 20 rebounds. That serve off the top of the net lands. And the Mustangs with a football-style 21-14 lead.
Yeah, but if you could serve like that every time, huh?
Kalia Stith. Mustangs 4 points away.
Leah's got a good serve, too.
Richards. Tangora, now Kievit gets it over. Shepard in the backcourt. Zarka, Barticek with the touch. Regathered. Zarka. Roy off of Bulky. Now Kievit gets it over. Shepard, Zarka, and Riley Clark sends it long, and it's 21-15. Panthers will serve down 6. That will land. Stith. Barticek off of Richards and off the backboard. It's now a 7-point lead for the Mustangs. They're 3 away.
Almost a basket at the other end. We had one earlier. A lot closer.
That
the first
hit the
one was
rim.
a lot closer.
Yeah.
Hit the rim. New glass backboards in here on the sides. Kirk Hall going to get a revision.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what all the plans are. Well,
I just noticed those were up.
yeah. What'll be a nice thing to do is we'll get Coach Gagne, Coach Morong on, and talk about the plans here for the Kirk Hall. We may not be able to use the term cozy Kirk Hall after they do an expansion.
Yeah, you said the exact word that I was thinking. It's Harmon to Bartachek. Bolke gets it over. Zarka to Stith. Roy with the touch. Bolke with the slam, dug out by Stith. Now Roy in front with the punch. As Braun, Tangora, Shepard in the back. It's now Harmon over. Braun sets. Bolke with the slam, long.
Good point.
It is match point in the fourth.
Stay with us post-game. Edge Nutrition, player of the game. Want to thank Coach Ryan Palmer, his family business. Edge Nutrition sponsors our Mustang player of the game.
Braun now. Kamani in front, sent back. Roy. Now Natalie Roy off of Morgan Richards. And that will do it. The ticket has been punched. Mustangs 25-17. Panthers 27-25 in the second. And the Mustangs running away 25-9, 25-15. And they will move on to NHTI, the hosts of the YSCC Women's Volleyball Final Four.
So why don't we take a quick break? We'll come back. We'll have our Edge Nutrition player of the game. We'll try to get you a post-game interview as well when we come back after this.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan.
Since 1964, the mission of Central Maine Community College has been to serve the surrounding communities with an enriched and inclusive learning environment. The college takes pride in transforming students into employees through lifelong learning opportunities that expand career aspirations and improve current workplace skills. While the most evident changes have been made to the physical layout of the college, the real magic happens within the learning. Engaging in classroom conversations, collaborating in immersive hands-on projects in labs, and sharing through teamwork in academics and extracurricular activities provides students with opportunities to think critically, solve real-world problems, and become lifelong learners. At CMCC, students are surrounded by peers all working towards the same goal, with expert faculty who seek out innovative ways to make classes more than just a lecture, and staff who make student success their priority. Students are empowered to forge their own path towards graduation and beyond. Please join us in celebrating the 60th anniversary of Central Maine Community College and be part of our continued journey of growth and innovation.
Back here at Kirk Hall, we are with the Edge Nutrition player of the game, the libero, Kalia Stith. Kalia, it was a battle here in the YSCC quarterfinal with the Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences Panthers. You guys won the first set 25-17, but it was a down-to-the-wire battle in the second. Talk about what your mindset was throughout the second set, just a back and forth between the Mustangs and the Panthers.
You know, I think it was a very tough game, especially for everybody who's kind of quiet at first, and then we all started getting together, and just everybody played super well. Both teams played super well, and I'm just glad that we won and excited to play in the next game. And the other team did great as well. We all just did really well meshing together towards the end.
All right, well, you guys do move on after the 3-1 win today. You move on to Concord, New Hampshire with sights set on winning the conference tournament to go to the national tournament. For your all first-year players, what would that mean if you guys won next weekend all the way and then you're punching an automatic qualifier ticket to Penn State Fayette to play in the national tournament?
I think after we win the next game and we win the one after that and we go up to play there with an all-freshman team, that is insane. Like, I know, especially for a freshman team, I think that we are very good, and I think that we can do very well in our next few games. We just got to keep pushing and keep doing what we usually do.
All right, well, Kalia, go enjoy your quarterfinal win tonight. Go get ready for next Saturday, and we'll root you on here from Auburn down in Concord.
Thank you very much.
That is Kalia Stith, our Edge Nutrition player of the game. We'll wrap it up here from Kirk Hall, as the Mustangs took the first set 25-17. The Panthers battled back. They won the second 27-25. Mustangs then ran away 25-9 and 25-15 to take the 3-1 win here in the quarterfinal. They punched their ticket, as we said, to Concord next weekend. The matchups, all the information you need will be found at yankeeconference.org, and that includes coverage for the YSCC Sports Network of the Women's Volleyball Final Four, as the Seawolves from Southern Maine Community College, the Paul Smiths Bobcats, the Mustangs, as well as one other team will play on Saturday, 2 semifinals and then a conference final. So that wraps it up here in Auburn. For our cameraman, Chris Needaway, our executive producer, Mr. Rob Munzing, I'm Patrick Dexler saying so long here from Auburn.